Rachel, first question for you. Throughout the game, it seemed like Hardin-SImmons, they have a bit more of a faster offense than you guys have been used to all season long. Did you get more used to that as the game went on?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, they're fast, and it's hard to deal with that. But I think we handled it pretty well. We have a great defense, so you have to adjust, and we figured out what we needed to do, and we had to deal with it. But with a team that is that fast, it's you're gonna have an attack, and it's hard to defend it. But I think we did a good job.
Chelsea coming in off the bench. How important did you feel was it, as the game was tied until penalty kicks that, you go in there and did whatever you did whatever you could do?
I thought it was really, really important. I was so nervous. I think my adrenaline kicked in and I overreacted and just ran everywhere. But I knew it was really important, and I wanted to win it for the seniors more than anything else. We knew how important it was for them.
Talk about all three of you, if you could, how important you felt it was to win this game for those 8 seniors, and after the loss, how was it for this season with those 8 seniors, and how are they going to be remembered?
I think it was a team effort. We wanted to advance, obviously. Obviously, you care about the seniors because it's their last game, but I told them in the end right there that if someone had told me we could finish in the top 4 in the country at the end of the season, I'd jump on it for sure. And I asked the girls to do one thing tonight, and I asked them to leave it on the field. And I don't know if I've ever been in a cooler experience. The fans here, the crowd here. I think it was probably the best I've ever seen an Otterbein team play. I think they were outstanding from the front to the back tonight. It was a good team and a good game. So yeah, it would have been great to win it. It would have been great to win it for them, but it was a wonderful experience.
Coach, this is a pretty high-scoring team. How did you keep that to 0-0?
I can see how they're a high-scoring team. They got some dangerous players up top. And, we've got a good. Our goalkeeper and all 3 defenders are seniors, and they're well organized, and they're very confident. And they've seen a lot of good courts, and they dealt with it. But we made an adjustment at halftime, I think, that really helped. And instead of forcing them outside, we forced them inside, and they weren't getting around us as much anymore. So we made some tactical changes, and we've got great personnel, and it coincided and worked well.
Coach, I would have neutralized Katie Kirkendall in the middle, so I'm talking about just being able to do that and some of the things they did too.
Yeah, and that a lot of that was the way we started defending and moving things centrally instead of out wide, and we just didn't give her much space. But our defenders they're just good. To be honest, they're just good.
Throughout the match, you obviously shut down the middle, which was the key to a lot of their success throughout the season, but they found a lot of strength on the wings, and you continue to shut that down as well, including Tara Carter seeming incredibly confident bringing down those crosses. That's something you would stress with the team, allow them to have width play.
We knew that was why we made that change later, because we were concerned that they were getting around us like that. And in the formation they play and the style they play, we knew that they like to take people on and get around and win corners and that type of stuff. So we were dealing with it. It's just tough when you play a team for the first time ever, because you got to learn it. We had to spend the first few minutes learning what they do. And they're very, very good. But yeah, it was how we changed things and how we sorted things out there.
How much are those 8 seniors going to be missed, Coach?
They're outstanding. It's 8 kids that. I think Rachel Dagan might be the only one we took off of the seniors today, I think. And that was just because the amount of work she was doing. We just gave her a chance to catch her breath and get back on. And so you're going to take 8 kids out of our starting lineup. They're going to be missed.
After the first half of back and forth, and then in soccer, you guys came out firing all cylinders in the second half and really controlled the tempo. What was said, or what changes did you employ to do that? I guess for all of you.
Yeah, do you guys want to address that one?
Well, at halftime, all the players talk and sort things out, and we knew we had to adjust how we were dealing with the outside mids and everything. And I think the biggest mindset that we had was just that we have to come out and defend, and we have to play with everything we have. And you just have to use that energy. I think that's the most important thing. And we didn't want to give up a goal, and our goal is to win the game. So we have to play like that.
To Chelsea and Rachel, how important, or how was this experience? The fact of getting to the national semifinals in Division III soccer, how was that?
It was the coolest thing that I've ever done. I would do it every day if I could. I loved it, and it wasn't just the cool things we got to do. It was just being surrounded with such a great group of girls, and I don't think you're ever going to find that. It's like a family, and I don't think you'll find that anywhere ever.
I agree. I mean, we all say that. I mean, our teammates are each other's best friends, and to have 8 seniors on our team who lead completely by example and are so encouraging, and just to be able to do it for each other and with each other is amazing. And I mean, everyone dreams of getting here, so it's amazing.
Brandon, this Hardin-SImmons has only been to overtime one time. It was their 4th match of the year. You guys have obviously been tested a lot. Did you feel more comfortable as the match progressed?
I mean, we talked about that with Calvin and some other teams, that things went late, and the younger teams we played this year, we said the longer it goes, we've been through this before, I said I expect to see them start to crack, and that daggone team didn't crack. They didn't slow down, they didn't stop attacking, they just kept playing, and they didn't seem to be fazed by it. And the teams we saw earlier this year, you could see it. They were getting frustrated, they're getting angry, you could see it. That team never broke. They were very, very professional about what they did, and they acted like they'd been there before, even though they hadn't.
What were your guys' thoughts going into PKs? You've been successful in the past.
We knew that our game was on video a couple weeks ago, and the very first penalty was going to tell the story about how much they knew about us. And fortunately for Jenny, she can go either way. And I told her, I said, if you can go the other way and finish it, then maybe that'll make them think their notes don't mean anything anymore. And it worked at first, but when their keeper took 2 giant steps to her right before Jenny hit that, I was like, oh, we're in trouble. So there's just not much you could do about it. And, Alyssa really tried to put it inside the post, and that's what made it hit the post. And then by that point, she was all over us, and she knew her notes did matter.
Were you girls nervous? Were you nervous entering the PK round?
Yeah, it's always nervous. I was saying, there was 1 minute left. I was like, oh my gosh, we don't want to do this. Let's score. I just hate it. It's the worst feeling ever. Knowing that that's how the game's going to be won, is by shots. It doesn't show if the better team is won or not.
I agree. I mean, I'd rather just keep playing until someone scores. If you could play all night, I would. I mean, it's just unfortunate that, all the work you put in comes down to, which keeper guesses the right way or knows your notes, and, whether your shooters make it or not. I think it's unfortunate, but it was a well-fought game, so there's not a lot you can do about it.
Brandon, you guys obviously got bumped down in the regional rankings, towards the last few weeks of the year, and I think you guys felt like you had something to prove. What did you prove in this tournament?
For a team that was ranked 46th to 58th or whatever we were for so long, we did pretty well. I don't know. I mean, it was a little bit of motivation at first, but we wanted to do the things that we did, and it was just one more piece that helped us want to say, let's prove it. We got over it.
Congratulations.
Thank you guys. Thank you for the question. Thanks for taking the time, guys.